Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm not doing a vlog, but I wanted to share something specific about my growth and my journey through healing that has been coming up for a lot for me lately. And I really wanted to share what I'm learning about myself and what I'm learning about and some lessons that are kind of changing the shape of my life, I guess. I know that sounds really dramatic, but I feel like this one thing has really shifted in me and in the way that I'm looking at my life and the way I'm structuring my life and what I'm expecting for myself. And I did mention this briefly in my Arizona vlog, and that is that I am raising my standards of what I expect in my life. And it is reaching into all aspects of my life, and it's improving things in ways that I never expected. So that's what I want to talk about. And yeah, let's just jump on in. So what I realized this has been something I've kind of known for years, but you can know something intellectually and not like embody it yet. And I think that's where I have been for a long time, is like I knew that I wasn't asking for very much in my life. That includes in relationships. It also includes just the standard for my home, for my clothing, for everything. I just kind of had a low bar. I accepted what was given to me. Not just did I accept what was given to me, but I actually had a thought, a belief that by having low standards, by accepting less than what I felt I wanted, really, if I was being truthful with myself, that I was virtuous, that was somehow a good thing. Like I can be the easygoing, I can be the low maintenance person, I can make myself smaller to make other people feel better. Like that was a belief that I carried for a long time, and it shaped a lot of who I was. It shaped a lot of what I was doing in my life. And I knew that that was a problem, but I didn't realize how much it affected every aspect of my life until I went to Arizona. And while I was there, it was like everything was stripped away for a few days. Like I didn't have anyone to take care of. I didn't know anyone there. I didn't have much to do. I mean, I brought my laptop, so I did a little work, but it was basically like stripping down everything so that I was alone with myself, and I really had time to sit and reflect on a lot of things. And I realized how much I had set the bar too low in my life. I really had set the bar too low. And I remember being like 16 years old. I grew up in the Mormon church, so they were very big on marriage and family. And one of our youth activities that they had done was they took us to a bridal shop where we got to try on wedding dresses. I know that's kind of crazy, but at 16. But so we go to this bridal shop, we try on wedding dresses, and at the end, they had us all write out a list of what we wanted in our future spouse, like our future partner. What traits are we looking for? And I remember looking at my really close friends' lists, and they were so long. And I remember thinking, that's really picky. That person is being really picky. I'm not going to be that picky. Like I can, I guess I was like literally thinking like it was a good thing to have a low standard. Like I remember thinking that, like, wow, that person's really picky. I just need someone who loves me and I can love them back. I don't need this specific trait, or, they don't need to be tall. They don't need to be, whatever. Like I didn't have a type because I wasn't asking for anything. And because of that, I led a lot of relationships in my life, starting from when I was young, that were really, really unhealthy, really, really uneven, where I overgave and accepted breadcrumbs from my partner in return. And not only did I accept those breadcrumbs, but I was grateful for those breadcrumbs, and I thought, I'm such a great person. Look what, I can love someone at their worst. And but I never got their best versions. You know what I mean? And I wasn't being the best version of me either, because I wasn't getting what I needed in those relationships. And it wasn't just relationships. My home, I know I've shown you guys before. My home, it was cluttered and messy, and it still is a little bit, but I'm working through that. My room, ever since I cleaned it like 2-3 weeks ago, I have kept it clean. It is clean right now. In fact, my laundry basket's almost full, so I'm going to get ready to do a load of laundry today, and I'm going to keep up on it so that it doesn't get out of control again. And I'm just setting those standards for myself higher, and it's running through all aspects of my life. So, currently I'm not in a partnership, but, and I have no plans to enter any partnerships. I'm not going to be dating. But if I were ever to even consider dating again, I already know that I will not accept less than what I know I deserve. When I show up in a relationship, I show up fully present. I show up solid. I'm reliable. I'm extremely loyal. I'm very loving. I'm very generous. I give a lot of myself to the partnership. I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm empathetic. I have so much to give. And you guys are used to it now. I'm just a sensitive person. I cry a lot. I'm sorry. It's just me. But I used to think that what I had to offer was my appearance. I thought I needed to be beautiful. I thought that that was the only thing that really mattered. And that being low maintenance, being quiet, accepting, forgiving, which I am all of those things, but I had no boundaries. I had no limitations on what was acceptable behavior to be given to me. And so because of that, I overlooked a lot of red flags. I stayed way past the expiration of these relationships, and I allowed things that I should not have allowed. And I won't do that again, because now I finally see my value, and it isn't just about the way I look. And now that I'm older and gained some weight, like, that isn't my, I'm not leading with that anymore, because I'm not young and thin and beautiful like I was. And I still think I'm beautiful, but I know that I'm more than that, just that. I know that I have a lot to offer, and I shouldn't expect breadcrumbs in return for what I give. So I want reciprocity, or I don't want a relationship moving forward. That's it. Like, if I can't have an equal give and take in a relationship, I'm not willing to overperform anymore. I'm not willing to overgive and to burn myself out in order to make someone else comfortable. That's not going to happen again. So I've raised that bar. I've raised that standard. And it's not just with my romantic partnerships, with my kids as well. I've started asking for more help around the house and putting rules in place that this is going to get done, because there was, for so many years of me being very wishy-washy, not having strong standards for myself, not having strong boundaries for what I expect. There's been a lot of walking over me, I guess. It turns me into a doormat. And even with my, children, that's normal for kids to push boundaries. Like, if they push the boundary and I give in, that's on me. So I'm learning to be more structured and to follow through and to demand what is fair. And, I'm not making them, I'm not like Cinderella with them or anything. But I am making sure that they're contributing, because this is a large house. They contribute to the mess. They have to contribute to keeping the house clean. They have to keep their rooms clean. They have to help with the dishes, things like that. And I'm starting to be more firm in my boundaries. Also with my business is another example. Previously with my business, it was a little out of necessity, but I had lower standards for the inventory that I was bringing in. I was very much a volume seller versus a higher value seller. So the reason I was doing that was because I had lower standards in my life in general. Also, I had a toddler that was shopping with me, and so I didn't have my phone to look up comps because she would be on my phone watching videos. So I couldn't look up comps. So I had, by like necessity, I had to be a volume seller. Also, I had to go quickly through the store. I didn't really have time to sift through and sort through stuff for very long because I needed to get a lot. I needed to get it fast. I needed to get home to, you know, feed her or put her down for a nap or whatever. So it was out of necessity, but I think a lot of my low standards formed out of survival. I don't think that that was naturally who I was. I think I had to let go of a lot of the things that I wanted in my life because I just needed to survive. And it got to a point though where I just had no standards at all. No standards. I really just didn't. So I am in this new chapter where I'm rebuilding every aspect of my life. Like I said, I'm not planning to date at all, but if I ever do date at all again, there will be reciprocity in my relationship, or I don't want that relationship. And with my home, I am working room by room I'm going room by room and reorganizing, and I'm allowing myself to spend a little money to buy nice things. Now, I don't have a lot of extra money, so I can't like go crazy and redecorate my whole home, which I wish I could. But if you guys watched my last vlog, I just went to Le Creuset and got a few pieces from there. And every time I go in my kitchen now, I see my beautiful oil croquette. I don't know how to say it, whatever it is. The oil container that I got from Le Creuset that is absolutely stunning. I love it. And so when I walk in there, it makes me feel good because I know I did something nice for myself that I wanted to do, not because anyone else wanted it. And previously in my past version of myself, I would have never done something that didn't help someone else. Like it was always about everyone else around me and not what I needed. I actually recently heard another YouTuber bring up this analogy, and I just find it like perfectly fitting for how I used to live my life. She said that she was really funny. She said something like, "Queen, you belong on a throne, but instead you're bringing your janky little plastic chair and just pulling it up to any tables that you don't belong at." And I was like, that is me. That's what I have been doing. Instead of keeping my standards high and knowing what I deserve and knowing what I want in my life, I've been making myself smaller, and I've been accepting less and setting the bar too low. And I'm not willing to do that anymore. Because moving forward in my life and in the videos that you're going to see from me, that is my new goal. I have a higher standard. I want to get new clothes eventually. Like I said, I don't have a big budget right now, but it is something that I want to slowly like transition into. Like, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but I want to dress better. I want to start doing my hair. I got it, you know, cut, and I feel like it looks a lot better, but I always just have it up. Like you guys saw me pull it down in this video. I always have it up or just like flat. I air dry it. It's just kind of boring. I have started doing my makeup a little bit better again, which I like. It's going to take time for me to make all the changes that I want to make in my life, because basically I'm transforming the whole thing, you guys. Like, it's time for me to step up into who I really want to be and stop holding myself back and, you know, making myself smaller doesn't make me a better person. Like, I think I thought there was like something, like good about doing that. Like, suppressing myself is somehow going to help someone else. And it isn't. It's only when I show up truly as myself. When I show up and I'm willing to take up space. When I'm willing to express myself fully and completely and with my full voice and ask for what I know that I want and what I deserve. It's only then will I be totally satisfied. Will I be totally present? Will I be totally happy and fulfilled in my life? And when I show up in that way and I start to have that fulfillment and start to finally embody who I really am, then everyone else around me benefits from that. It doesn't take away from anyone else. And I don't know why I ever thought that it did. Because as I'm spending more time being more discerning in my life and asking for more in my life, I am getting happier, and that happiness allows me to be more present with my kids. It allows me to do more fun things for them too. And when I show up as me, that's giving them a gift too. And so that is what I'm committed to. And I really wanted to just do a separate video for this instead of putting it in a vlog, because it has been such a profound change in my approach to my entire life. And you guys are going to be seeing this a lot in vlogs. And I really wanted to fully express it because like I said, with my business, I've been going through and taking out all the things that, like, if I were to walk into a store now, I would not buy those things. So I'm working it through my business. I'm working it through my home and organizing and cleaning. So you guys are going to see videos about that. Eventually, at some point, I want to give myself a makeover. There's a lot of things that I have plans to do in the future, and I want to take you guys on that journey, and I really wanted to explain where it's all coming from. And I also want to say, because you know me, I can't help myself. I always want to help everybody. If you've ever felt like you overgive and you accept too little from those around you, like, I just challenge you to think about that and to really sit down and think about what you actually want for your life. Because I didn't let myself to do that for a very long time. I thought it was selfish to do that. I thought that made me a bad person thinking about myself, but it's actually the opposite. It's really, you are a child of God too. So if you aren't being kind to yourself, it's the same as not being kind to someone around you. You have to treat yourself with love. You have to treat yourself with appreciation, kindness, all the things that you would give to those around you. And I'm finally starting to see how I need to do that. Like, I feel like it's been baby steps. I feel like I've said for years, I've been kind of realizing this, but I feel like I finally got the whole picture, and it's finally time for me to ask for what I want from this reality, to ask for what I want from the universe, and it's gonna happen. I'm determined to make it happen. I've done amazing things in my life for other people. I've built this beautiful business that I have that is incredible. I have almost 5,000 listings in my store. I have a lot of value there, and I've built that over years. And is it perfect? No, but I'm working on making it better. But that is something that I built that no one can take away from me. And I have these 4 beautiful girls that I've been raising. Like, I have a lot of good things that I've done, and I know I have it in me to create the life that I want. And I'm finally gonna do it. I'm finally going to do it. I'm not gonna hold myself back anymore, because all the limitations that I've had in my life have been set by myself. And I'm not gonna do it anymore, you guys. So there I go again, always crying. I'm so sorry. But no, I'm not gonna say sorry. Don't say sorry for crying. It's just who I am. It's part of who I am. If you guys follow me, then you already know, but if you are new here, please consider subscribing, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far, and let me know in the comments, like, what ways are you guys going to set the bar higher in your life? I would love to hear that, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.